Hey, you should really be paying attention. I would love to grow this monthly income. We've all been there. I was there this year where I wasn't really paying attention, to be honest. Hopefully, before we have to buy a car. So that's because this paycheck, we did not have enough to cover all of our bills for the month. Are we ready for another payday routine? I'm so ready. Also, quality of this video. I have not filmed on my old camera in years, basically, but for some reason today, I was like, pull out the camera, pull it out right now, film a video on this camera. I charged my camera batteries. I'm so excited. I hope the sound is good. I hope this turns out amazing. I'm very nervous, but if you notice a quality difference, I'm filming on my Canon M6 Mark II. It's been a long time. This is my old vlog camera. It's just massive. So I ended up getting a smaller camera and I just kind of like just started using that and never stopped a couple years ago. But like, this quality is crazy. Like you can see all my little flyaway hairs. Please ignore. Opening a poppy for this payday. Yeah, that's good. That sounds perfect. Cheers. Grab a bev, grab a snack, and lock in for a payday. Happy August. It's already halfway, if not the end of August at this point that you're watching, but happy August. Hi guys, welcome back to a payday routine. If you're new here, my name is Jill. I'm 25. I live in South Florida. I make lifestyle content and I love sharing about money, payday, my journey, my honest journey as a girly in her mid-20s who really is just like not the greatest with money, but is trying to get better with money, who has had a very tough upbringing with money, who kind of ironed it out and then fell off again and is now trying to get it back together in her mid-20s. Hi, welcome. If you're new to budgeting, stick around. If you're on a debt payoff journey, stick around. I've taken you through the last year of paying off like a ton of debt, trying to start saving, being a bit stagnant with my finances, kind of dropped the ball on filming payday routines for 6 months, but we're getting right back to it. This is the first payday routine in a while and we're gonna keep it up. I'm very excited to be back. Comment down below your current money goal. What is your current goal financially? We have many financial goals here, but my upcoming financial goal is getting a new car. I am filming this on August 18th. My lease ends on September 18th. So that's kind of where we're at. We have 1 month to figure this out. And let's get into the payday. So if you're new here, I kind of structure my paydays very specifically. I share finances with my husband, Tyron. Basically, how it goes is we get paid. I have 2 streams of income, I guess. I'm working on 3. He currently has 1. I have 3, but he still makes more than I do, so love that for him. I have my full-time salary job. I have YouTube. I'm working on affiliate links, affiliate marketing. If I ever talk about a product, I'll have a link down below, typically like off Amazon or something like that. I'll get like a very minor tiny commission from it, and Tyron has a full-time job. That's kind of a rundown on the how the finances are set up. Basically what we do is we take our shared finances, we both get paid bi-weekly, and then I get paid monthly from YouTube, and then we combine those finances, put towards our goals. So we put towards our bills, that's the first thing, and then we do any debt that has to get paid off, savings, and that's kind of where we're at. That's the point of it. We have nothing else. We don't have any investments yet. We've been trying to work for the last year on getting our off and on getting our finances set up where bills are paid, savings is paid, and then we have more buckets for allocating our money towards, to travel, to groceries, gas, things like that, budgeting for those things specifically. We haven't done the best job at that. We still are heavily relying on a credit card and paying it off. I don't know where the line is with it. I'm still trying to figure it out after the debt payoff journey. That was our full focus. So we were paying off debt completely, and then we started saving, trying to figure it out. I'm sure there's a better way to do things. There always is, but also I'm sharing the current in the moment version of that. So that's how our pay is set up if you are new here. I'm currently trying to grow my form of income of YouTube, so AdSense. At some point I would like brand deals and things like that, but we're not there just yet. That's how the finances are set up. I'm gonna take you through my payday for the beginning of August. So we have gotten to a point with our paydays where we have set them up monthly. I will say for a couple months we weren't really budgeting. We went on a trip to Cape Town, and then after that everything kind of flew out the window. We were paying off the trip, but it wasn't much. It was 1 paycheck, and then we were kind of just paying bills bi-weekly and not really focusing on our spending. I'm telling you, as still a beginner, I would say myself, if you are new to budgeting and thinking about your finances, please budget. You know where things are going and you can like keep track of things and start hitting your goals. Even if you're budgeting on a piece of paper, that's how I started, by just like looking at all my bills to pay and paying those and then seeing what I had left over and deciding what to do with that. That's budgeting. Like you're looking at your money and deciding like what you're doing with your money. You're not just like not paying attention. We've all been there. I was there this year where I wasn't really paying attention, to be honest. And I'm trying to like lock back in second half of 2026. I was doing really good at the beginning of the year on all my goals. Slipped off about like a quarter of the way through. And now we're like into the third quarter of the year. I'm really trying to focus finances again and goals and things like that. So we're getting right back to it. But definitely subscribe if you're new. These videos are very popular on my channel. That's how a lot of you guys have found me, and for good reason. I love filming these videos. You guys love watching them. You give me tips. I hopefully give you an idea of something, or you just enjoy watching it, seeing what to spend my money on. And then we all comment and talk and share things, and you guys get ideas from each other in the comments, and it really is just a great community of sharing ideas. So that is where we're at there. So we're gonna go over the payday, and then at the end of this video, we're gonna talk about like buying a car, current savings, things like that. So let's get right into it. One more sip of this, and then I'm pulling my laptop. Okay, so if you are new here, I use the CoPlenty 2.0 budget spreadsheet. I found this through another YouTuber last year, I want to say, this halfway through last year. I need to rework it. Someone commented on my last financial video that I'm doing it wrong, and I love the feedback. I love when I get feedback where you're like, you're actually doing that wrong, do it like this. I prefer it, so I know how to work on things. I have not fixed it. So this is where we get transparent and honest. You've told me where I messed up. I have not fixed it yet. I'm gonna try to fix it for the month of September, because I feel like if I try to do it in the middle of August, it's just gonna like annoy me and stress me out. Okay, because it's working right now, even though I'm doing it wrong. I set something up wrong where the information doesn't transfer to the next month. From my understanding, that's what I did wrong. I'm still learning. I don't know, and I'm not great at this, and doesn't matter how long I do it, I'm still learning, and I still like learn new things. Anyway, CoPlenty 2.0 budget spreadsheet. I will have the link down below for the spreadsheet, and I actually have a discount code with CoPlenty, which is really cool. I will pop it on the screen. I keep forgetting what it is. I'm really excited. So you're gonna get a discount off your budget spreadsheet. This is actually how I got mine from another YouTuber. She posted about it. She shared her link. I used her link. I bought it, and she got some kind of like commission off it. And I now love the spreadsheet and get to share it with you. And also, after I spoke about it in my last video, one of you actually purchased it. So thank you for that. That was very exciting. I've never had like an affiliate link be used before in my life. That was the best feeling in the world. I got a like email notification where it was, what it said, like you earned commission. I don't know what it said, but I took a screenshot of it because I was like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. A first is a first, you know what I mean? Like a first exciting, like a first whatever it is in your life, especially when it's like financially, the first time you do something big financially, it feels so, it doesn't matter how long you've been hitting goals, the first in some whatever capacity is so exciting. So thank you for that. Whoever did that, please comment. Please tell me who you are so I can thank you personally, because that was very exciting for me. Discount code is on the screen. Link will be in the description box of this video. All right, pulling up my spreadsheet right now. If I'm looking down, it's on purpose because I need to look at spreadsheet while we talk about it. Okay, very excited to share the monthly budget. So basically what Tyron and I do is we combine our income, and for the first paycheck of every month, we do try to pay all our bills. It's just what's been working easiest for us, so we don't feel like we're living paycheck to paycheck. We have done that for a long time, and we still are, I would say, a bit. Like, I'm not comfortable financially yet by whatever means. We're working towards our financial goals, but we're definitely not like as uncomfortable as we once were, and I have shared that whole journey. You are more than welcome to like go through the playlist. I have a playlist for the debt payoff, and then I think I ended up making a new playlist for like payday videos and things like that, because I feel like it's two different journeys, right? The debt payoff journey, you're so focused on that and you cannot think of anything else but getting that out of the way if you're like going full throttle on paying it off. Or you have your payday routines where you're like trying to work through goals, you're not in debt, but like you have a credit card you use, so you pay that off every like week. That's where we're at currently, or not every week, but like every month, whatever it is. But getting into the actual payday, it's August, so happy August. We did well this past pay period, I would say. We each have one paycheck so far for this month, so I have $1,979 for my salary position. I make $60,000 a year after deductions. Well, no, I'm sorry, before deductions. So when I first took my job, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna make at least $2,000 a paycheck, and that was my goal. $2,000 paycheck. No, Nope, I'm just under 2,000 paycheck, $1,979. That's where I'm currently at. And then Tyron made this paycheck. His paycheck fluctuates because he works a gratuity-based job. So his paycheck really fluctuates depending on the week. So he made $2,440. Pretty good, I have to say. I'm happy with it. In total, we made $4,419. So if you say we make that twice every month, we make almost $9,000 a month combined, which is very good. I would love to get to a place where I'm making $10,000 on my own a month or something like that, but we are not there yet. I would love to grow this monthly income amount. I would really like to be able to do that. I'm not there just yet. Let's get into the bills. Like I said, we did try. Try is the keyword here, because progress over perfection. We were not perfect this month by any means, and I'm gonna share why. Go into our bills and our subscriptions for the month. Starting in the top corner, you have your financial overview. So your total income, your total of bills, subscriptions, expenses, savings, debt. I don't really fill those out, but I would really like to. I need to learn how to do that. So I think the more consistent I am, I will get there. You will see a number in the red there, minus $472.73. That's because this paycheck, we did not have enough to cover all of our bills for the month. To be fully transparent, this paycheck. So we do have a couple things we need to pay off the next payday, which we will talk about in the next payday, because I really would like to do like 2 payday routines a month. That is my goal, and we're gonna try to get there. After we did budget, we had a total of $28.33 left. Not much, but a little something left over is not enough to put towards our bills overall. Still a little something. So going into the bills here, rent was $3,044.84. I feel like that was a little more this month, little more, just however it's divided. I feel like I should know this, and this is why it's very important to budget, but that is rent. Included in that is what? Your parking space, your garbage, internet, and cable, because that quote unquote included in the rent, things like that. Our car payment, $530.88. I currently lease a Jeep Compass. I think I only have September, and that's it, unless it's done this month. But 1 month from today, I need to get a new car. So we'll talk about that after 3 years of paying this much for a car. Some would say that's a lot of money. Some say that's not a lot. I would like to decrease my car payment. I don't care if I have to finance a car for like 10 years. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. We'll talk about that in a little while. Car insurance for July, $223.58. This is really good for Florida. Currently live in South Florida. When I was living in Rhode Island, I was paying $175 for my car insurance. We started at over $300 for car insurance. When they quoted me, I was getting quotes for over $400. I was like, there's no way between car insurance and a car payment, I'm spending $1,000 on a car to have a car, to be able to drive a car. It was insane. Just putting that out there because it was crazy. So this is good, $223.58. This is good in comparison to what it was. Electricity, $141.23. I feel like it was a bit higher than normal because it is summer here in Florida, so the AC is on more. We're keeping the AC on. We're using it more. Florida summer, it always goes up in the summer and then it goes back down in the winter, is what it is. This is the difference. Okay, this is why. So when we got paid, the way our paydays fell, we got paid at the end of July. When our car insurance comes out, it comes out on the 29th. We got paid on the 30th. And because we weren't really budgeting, we didn't have enough for the car insurance last month. So that's why this month we had to pay for the July car insurance. Car insurance for August still needs to come out at the end of August. So that's going to be in the next paycheck. So basically I'm paying for 2 car insurance payments this month, which is crazy. This is why it's really important to budget. I am a prime example here of why it's really important to budget, because now I'm like, the way my paydays are falling, if I had like looked at these things in advance, I wouldn't be having to deal with this month. So notes for next month. So car insurance for August will be able to pay at the end of the month. Bill, that is a credit card we use, $87.06 for Amazon. My Amazon is connected to this. I had bought a new patio set, like balcony furniture for our balcony, so that is what I used for that. And I think a book or something like that. So that is the $87.06. Our Amex Gold, this was $150. This is a yearly price. We don't use this card ever. We got it originally because you can get discounts for travel at like 15% off your flight. We haven't used it because we don't travel. And you know what? I just booked flights, which we'll talk about in the next payday routine. And I really should have used that card and I totally forgot. But this is why it's really important to know the cards you have, why you have them, what you're spending on. Oh my gosh. One of you guys just commented on a video I posted today about your new dog. I love chatting with all of you. Shout out to you. I'm not gonna tell your name in case you want to stay anonymous, but you commented on my video about a pit bully. Oh, guys, I've really been playing with the idea of getting a dog. So if any of you support that decision, please comment below. And if you don't support, tell me why you don't support that decision. I want a dog so bad. Oh my word. Okay, sorry. Sorry. And then the other thing we're not able to pay this pay period, our Amex Platinum from the past month. This is just groceries, $277.48. We definitely put some more on already into August because I had some medical things going on, which we'll talk about. I booked flights, which we'll talk about in the next payday, but we haven't gotten there yet. So we'll talk about that in the next payday when we have to pay all of this off. It happens, but we'll talk about it in the next one. For subscriptions and membership, everything for YouTube, Epidemic Sound, $19.59, Netflix, $21.39, my Spotify music and my cloud is $23.90. I always combine that number. I don't know why. I just, for some reason, I don't know, even though it's two separate bills. Canva, $12.95 for my thumbnails and the text on my videos. My Amazon, $16.04. Tyron's hair, $70 even. He has been getting haircuts again. So he goes like bi-weekly for that. I'm considering going to get my nails done again. I used to get them done a lot, but I stopped because we were on a debt payoff journey, but I'm really considering getting them done again. I feel like we both don't do things for ourselves often, and I feel like if we have the money, a little self-care could go a long way. And I feel like I've seen him enjoying that so much lately, and it makes me very happy for him. And I'm like, I kind of want to do a little bit of that. So I think I might book a nail appointment this month, and maybe we can budget for it. I don't know. I work where people see my hands every day. Like, I work in hospitality. HBO Max, $11.76, and a really not pretty, but reality for when you don't pay attention to your finances. I'm looking at myself when I say that. An overdraft fee. You know what I did? Some bills come out of my account, some bills come out of our joint checking account. Our joint checking is where all our bills come out of, but a couple of things, my car, like my subscriptions come out of my personal checking account. I didn't transfer the money from our joint checking to my personal. So then I had an overdraft fee. It was like weeks where I didn't even notice because I didn't look and I didn't pay attention. $37 was spent for no reason because I didn't pay attention. So this is why it's very important to budget, and it's very important to pay attention to your expenses. Today is living proof of my non-perfect, like, hey, you should really be paying attention. $37.45 for an overdraft fee. Crazy. Because I didn't pay attention. So that is everything that we spent money on. We still need to pay our car insurance for August, and there has been some American Express like on the card. Again, that was groceries, but most recently I had some medical things going on, booked a flight. It's gonna be pretty high. I already know it's probably gonna be over $1,000, and that happens sometimes. A big portion of that was like almost $600 for the flight, but we'll talk about that in the next payday. That was the monthly budget for the month of August. I really would like to get to a place where I'm breaking down every single expense, what we're spending on groceries, what we're spending on all these things, budget that out so we can then actually like see what we're spending on. Are we going over? Are we going under? But we budget bi-weekly, so it's also difficult sometimes to do that. I'm trying to figure out how to do it where, because I don't get paid monthly, I get paid bi-weekly, so I'm trying to figure out a way where I can like do both, like budget that out. We'll work on it in the next couple months. Hold me accountable, I'm holding you accountable. Moving into the car, let me take a sip of my poppy because it's just like melting over there. I want to talk about my current savings, and I want to talk about a new car. So we're gonna get into that. I mentioned the savings and the new car in my like mid-year budget refresh. I forget what I called it. I did a little bit of a typo where I said we had more in our savings than we did. I said we had $11,400. We have $10,400. So I made a typo. So putting that out there, we have about $10,400 in our savings currently. The goal is to have a little more for the car. We wanted to have about $6,000 put towards the car, and the goal was really not to dip below the $10,000 because that's our emergency fund right now, the $10,000. We haven't really done much with the emergency fund in a few months. We haven't done much with any other savings in the last few months, but that's why we're kind of like locking back in mid-year. Really important, and I kind of slipped off of that. We're refocusing on it. $10,400. I would really like to see how much more we can save in the next payday, and then we probably have one more payday where we can save some, hopefully, before we have to buy a car. So that is an update on the savings. After the car, I'm not totally sure what our next goal is. I have some things in the back of my head, Cape Town house things, as well as maybe other property. We shall see. A little bit up in the air currently. We'll talk about it when the time comes. I feel like I don't like to speak about things too prematurely, but I also want to take you through the journey. So as I figure it out, I will share it. I don't have it figured out, so I have nothing to share currently. With the car, I'm really trying to figure out what kind of car I'm looking into. I would love to hear your thoughts on a car. My goals are a bit more of an SUV. Can be used, but in good condition. I would like to buy it out. I don't know if I'll buy it outright day of in a month from now. Probably not. A lower car payment. I would love to hear what you think about the different types of cars. Currently, I'm looking at a Volkswagen. That is my current thought. But I would love to go car shopping and test drive different cars. Volkswagen, and then more budget-friendly Honda or Toyota. On the higher end, I've seen Lexus. I think Lexus and Toyota are owned by the same people, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure about the rest of them, so I would love to hear your thoughts. So we're gonna definitely go test drive some cars. I'll definitely make a video about that. But my goals, like I said, are like a smaller SUV type vehicle, hopefully more in the budget-friendly side, but we'll see. My thing in life is I want it to feel luxurious, but I don't want to pay for like luxury. We'll see. And then also it needs to be spacious enough, and keeping in mind a future family, because that is something that I am thinking about for the future. And if I'm gonna have a car for 10 years, I really would like to think about a future family for when that is. Hopefully I have kids within the next 10 years. Those are my current financial goals. That's my current savings. This was the first payday of August. How did your August go for your finances? I would love to hear. There's one more payday coming for August, and it'll be the second paycheck of the month, so definitely stick around for that. Turn your post notifications on. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this payday routine. I would love to hear how you're doing, how your finances are doing, what's been going on in your life financially. So I look forward to chatting with you there. I'm gonna end this video here. It was a great payday. I'm actually really happy. Minor setbacks, but nothing that is too overwhelming that we can't look at on the next payday. So with that said, progress over perfection. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day whenever you're watching this, and I will see you all in the next vlog. Bye!